Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, we're looking at past, present, and future energies this week, which is going to be fun. I'm going to do it with a couple of different oracle decks and and a tarot deck. I'm just using a regular old-fashioned Rider-Waite tarot this week as well. So just getting right into it. Why not? Let's get right into it, Gemini. I have no announcements to make. I really never do. So Gemini, gems, past, present, and future energy for Gemini. We need a little more space. There we go. Past, present, future energy. All right, Gemini. In the past, community. Who else had this? Somebody else had this card. I don't remember. Was it Taurus? I can't remember. Something to do with the community. Something that you were connected to personally in the past. It could be anything. This is a general reading and it's certainly sounding that way. But yeah, so either you were kind of already part of this community and helped bring someone into it or make them feel welcome, or you were welcomed into a community. I kind of get that from that card. Like, you're one of the dynamics is kind of playing out in that. So presently, your occupation, you're focused on your work is what you're doing right now. Or your work is a very key component to something going on in your life currently. So you may have found a new community and you're working in a new occupation. In the future, a marriage. Wow, well, that's interesting. Well, either you're getting married, you could be connecting with someone in a long-term relationship. Marriage could be coming or going. I don't know, right? We have to pull out more cards. So, or you could know someone who's getting married. I'm not sure how that future connects with what I'm seeing here already. Main female. Well, that's interesting. I think, yeah. Main female. The main female and the main male are the two that are considered in this deck to be like a partnership, like a romantic partnership. And it is interesting because you have marriage in the future. Let's see, Gemini. Interesting how these come together. Well, hello, Larry. How are you? I thought you were sleeping in my sink. No? Well, I don't know what you want. I just let you in. You've eaten. Your litter box is clean. You want to just come and talk? He wants to steal the show, even from a distance. All right. Gemini, past, present, and future. In the past, you had that community. Have faith in your dreams. That's interesting. There's a couple of ways this could come through. I mean, either you were involved in some sort of a group here. Because we're talking about your occupation right now, there may have been something that inspired you in a community to kind of chase after a dream that could have something to do with your work. Or what the hell? You want to go out there? Okay, go. There you go. Bye-bye. Have faith in your dreams. You might have found inspiration in a community. You might have seen somebody accomplishing something that you would have hoped to have accomplished. And then like, but maybe thought, no, there's no way. But then seeing it or witnessing it in a community somehow, bringing faith back into a dream for you. Occupation. Wow, a new start is coming. Okay, I'm getting two very strong messages that keep kind of going through the collective here and showing up in different zodiac readings. The one is like a child, somebody having a child, like, which is also interesting because those of you that are like, there's no way I'm having any more kids, Cindy, or I'm not going to have a kids or start a family. But there's definitely, like, even the occupation, like something major being birthed here. A new start is coming in your occupation. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, somebody else had a really strong message about that, like getting a new job. I think I'm too picking up on like, you know, realizing you could have been involved in something in your work community and maybe feeling like this is not really how I'm fulfilling my dreams and wanting to look in another direction. Like, wow, but it says a new start is coming in the present energy. So it's not necessarily like you have a new job right now or you have a new occupation. You could even, I look at that like seamstress work. You could almost say that she looks like she could be at home doing this. So it's interesting. It could be a hobby or something like that, that could be about to kind of explode for you. A new start is coming in that, and it could end up being an occupation. Excuse me, it could end up being something that you can actually make money from. So new start is coming in your occupation. Well, that's exciting. Marriage is in the future. The answers you need are coming. So I still don't know what that is about. Something to do with a marriage. If you're wondering if you'll ever get married, if you're wondering if you'll ever meet the right person, I don't know what this could be. I'm pulling out tarot cards, y'all, right? Because it's funny how oracle cards can be so specific, but yet so vague. And that's Gemini too. That's Gemini energy in the future. So we're talking about you. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Could be the completion of something, because when something is completed, you have a full moon. Time to give rather than take. Your commitment is being tested. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. This is about communication for you right now. Time to give. Time to put it out there. Time to be a communicator, Gemini. Your commitment is being tested. About what? I'm not sure. It could have something to do with maybe wanting to find a new job for yourself. But the new start is coming in an occupation. You're in that energy right now. You're in that cycle right now. You're on that road. I'm really curious about this community. Is this a place where you found hope in a dream again? Or is this a place where you realize your dreams will not be fulfilled? But either way, it almost is kind of like having found hope in your dreams again. You may not even be changing your occupation. It could be something changing about your occupation. A new start is coming in your occupation. Okay, wow. The 5 of Pentacles. The 3 of Cups. The 9 of Wands. I just heard like finding temporary refuge. So what that means, I kind of know. There's different ways to interpret that, because the 5 of Pentacles is being out in the cold. Now it feels like the story of this little guy, the little guy at the bottom, in the middle there, because he's also, I can't remember what his card is called. Maybe it's labor, I don't remember, but he's like a little chimney sweep, and he's way too young to be working, but he's working. It's late at night, he's on the roofs, he's got all his equipment, he's dirty. It's and then you find him in this community card, and he's being a kid. Like, that's exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Again, it's like finding what exactly you're supposed to be doing somehow occurred in the past here through a community. Temporary refuge, right? Like this little guy coming out of the darkness, finding warmth, finding some food, finding some shelter, finding, warm people, because this is what's interesting, is it's out in the cold, and then the 3 of Cups. So there's that warmth. There's coming together. It could be a group of people that you haven't seen in a while. I want to say that. You might have gotten together in the past, I don't know how long ago, with some people or a group that you haven't seen in a while. With the 9 of Wands too. A group that's been difficult to connect with. Maybe people's schedules have been really busy. I just want to say, I feel like this group or person in the group has inspired you to have faith in something here that you might have lost faith in. What? If that has anything to do with an occupation, I don't know. It could just be completely different things going on in your life. But yeah, there's something that, yeah, you got together with some friends, but it just has this feeling like you haven't seen them in a long time with the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. And honestly, I feel like something's occurred there to make you feel like, you know, I got faith in my dreams. I can do this. Now let's see this. Currently, occupation, a new start is coming in your occupation. The 7 of Pentacles, interesting. It's almost like you've been trying to kind of get something going. Or the King of Wands, the King of Swords. What could this be? This is like being a leader here. This is like taking control. A new start is coming in your occupation. There's been some kind of obstacle, and then all of a sudden you're really empowered. So it might not even be a change of job, but it is a change in like the dynamic in your job. And you, in this new start, you come out pretty strong here, like courageous, logical, firm, enthusiastic, self-governing leadership. Like, so this is how this is going to happen. I don't know. Your energy is very, actually, I'm going to say this reading is very like energy based. It's funny. It's like for a minute we sit on like these very specifics, and then it kind of melts into just read this energetically. Now, okay, now this is interesting. So in the future, you have the marriage card, and it is talking about you because it's full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. The 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Oh, it does kind of feel like, because this is the single card, right? Like this is the singular card. And then you go to the 2 of Cups. Not sure how the page comes into this. You could get a message from someone younger than you. You could meet someone younger than you. You could be going somewhere to like school or re-educate yourself or redo your credentials. I don't know, which is interesting too, because even saying that, like something's happening right now, a new start with your occupation. And in that, if you're being curious about something or learning about something new, I feel like you're going to meet someone. You could even be going to somebody else's wedding, but this has something to do with you finding, I mean, going from the 9 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups, it's obviously being like single, ready to mingle, say with the 9 of Pentacles, but then the 2 of Cups is like really finding the right person for you. So if that's a question that you've been wondering about, that answer you need is coming. Whether there is somebody out there or not, I don't know. Because the answer you need to that question is coming. So maybe you're just going to know yes or no about that. But then this is cautious, careful discovery, patience, and determination. It's just being like curious as well. Being curious and seeing where that takes you. Oh, the sun could take you somewhere very nice. It could take you somewhere very nice, Gemini. But communication is important here, it's saying. Your commitment is being tested. Communication is the key. It's time to give rather than take. So you need to put yourself out there in some way right now. Let's see why this community card has got the 9 of Wands here. Why is the 9 of Wands here in your past? with having faith in your dreams. The Hermit and the King of Wands. Well, there's some way that you've wanted to show up in the past, but you couldn't. But now we see this King of Wands is like present. This start is coming. Here you go. Maybe it's an old group of people you used to work with, a friend group that you had at work. I don't know. It's very, very curious. Why is the Five of Pentacles here with that? The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords and the Sun. Well, it kind of felt like how if something ended in a community, maybe it could be friends, a group of friends, but I don't feel like everyone here is, you know, like maybe you hated your boss or maybe you hated the work environment, but there were a couple people that you really bonded closely with and getting together with them. Because this Ten of Swords actually, though, that's the path to your enlightenment. That's the path to your happiness. Something went on in some sort of a group dynamic here where you learned something about your dreams. Maybe challenged how you had an outlook about things, but it kind of made you see the way, see the light. So occupation. The Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. If you have felt like kind of stuck in competition here and it's just never ending, if maybe even disagreements, battles, I don't know. This just comes out like logic and courage are the best things moving forward for you. But the Seven of Pentacles. So you're going to be shown, you're going to gain something that you haven't, you know, you have the High Priestess and the Three of Swords. There's something that's been blocking you here from success. Yeah, competing interests. Lily just groaned. Oh, yeah, tell me about it. But now look at this new start is coming. The King of Wands is connected to this Hermit. This is like a part of you that's been held back. The Moon and the Six of Cups, very much held back, not chasing your dreams here, right? Something about having faith in your dreams. Believe in them, chase them, go after them. The King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Chariot. This is not there's something here about, because the King of Swords I have written down to an authoritative leader, and then the King of Wands is a very courageous and dynamic leader. If you've also been in an environment where, you know what, like Cindy, well, I'm never going to be the boss, I'm not qualified, or blah, 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 blah. But you've had a boss that has been very difficult or very wishy-washy or very like 1 minute they're, oh yeah, sure, you can have that. And the next minute it's not serving their interests. So no, you can't have that. Like there's some sort of a big change coming in your work. This is a completely new start. And where you felt blocked, you can see very clearly. So if you've also been dealing with somebody who has been perhaps, like because of the Moon and the Six of Cups, like you really don't know where this is coming from either with the King of Wands. But this King of Wands is like, oh, it's showing up as courageous. This is a new start. Oh, you know, that's another thing too, because the energy is changing. Which way it's changing, you know, I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. If you already work in an environment where, things are really easy. You've got a great boss. Nobody's competing with each other. There's no games going on. I'm going to be honest. There's a change coming. So the change is one or the other for you. You could end up with, and so just know now that you could end up with someone who makes you feel stuck, indecisive, you're not sure where they're coming from. And the Chariot, is this moving forward or not? I'm not going to lie. Like there's just a switch here. What it is, I don't know. Let me see the new start. A new start is coming. The Five of Swords, something's being cut out. Again, what it is, I don't know, maybe it depends. Just be aware of it. A new start is coming in your occupation. If you felt stuck and manipulated, that's completely changing. If everything is really, really good, just be cautious. I feel like there could be a change in management is what I would describe, or leadership in your work environment. So just be aware of it. Just be prepared. See what happens, you know. Okay, in the future, marriage is what I was trying to clarify. You had the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the World. This is like really seeing things, okay, things that are small, bringing an end to small things. So there you go. Being very clear about in the future. This, I don't know what this is. This is like, but you're closing something off here. Maybe you've just been keeping yourself small emotionally, not putting yourself out there much. Even if you're in a relationship, like even if you're in a relationship and you felt like kind of all on your own here, the Two of Cups is coming in. And the Page. So it's almost like there's a new way to learn about a relationship, a new way to approach relationships. The Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Cups. Yeah, you haven't seen anything interesting. Or you've had a lot of negativity, even perhaps from the past, that's had you not really been open to good offers, to good possibilities. And then the Two of Cups. Wow. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. This is a no hesitator. So, I mean, because the Four of Cups is hesitating. This is not hesitating. This is really knowing how you feel about something and moving fast. The Page of Pentacles, but cautious, careful. Judgment. The Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. I'm just going to say in the future, if you've been even just experiencing, because I feel like the Page of Cups is not a big all-in card, right? I mean, these are the big all-in cards down here. The Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups twice. So those are big all-in cards. This Ace of Swords with the Page of Cups in the World, that's finished. So it is, I mean, being very clear and observant of things that are not, don't feel like they could go very far maybe. So there's definitely some opportunity here for you in the future. And this is big. These are big feelings, Gemini. Oh my God, look at that at the bottom. You have the Lovers at the bottom. That's the only one. Everything else is in the reverse. So a divine partnership. And it's kind of funny because it's Gemini energy and Gemini energy. It is a Gemini reading. So Gemini, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, what am I doing in the extended? Oh yeah, I'm pulling out. It's only been a whole day, Cindy. I'm pulling out what is the good stuff? What is the good news? What is the good stuff coming your way? I'm focusing on the positive in the extended readings this week to, you know, even if there's something negative going on in your life, just to kind of see how the positive is going to come around for you in that, right? Everything changes, everything mutates. So there you go. Thank you so much, Gemini. Until next time, to be gentle with yourselves. Bye.